Good,
What's
everyone.
good? What's
What's
good? What's good?
good?
How's everyone doing?
All
Great,
good,
man.
man. All good. I feel like we start these off. Before we start filming, we're good. We don't interrupt it. And as soon as we start, like someone will ask one question, and then we'll be like, then everyone jumps in.
I know that little bit of delay just kills us sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have, if we had some proper like production and we were all in the same room doing it. It
Yeah.
would be good
Yeah.
to have it like that. But
Yeah,
I
We should
wonder,
definitely do one
we
of
haven't actually
those
checked yet.
one day.
Yeah, 100%. We haven't actually checked yet to see if most people watch the YouTube videos or if they listen on Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Sorry, be interesting to see if people are watching or if they're just listening.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true. Do
I
you
know,
watch podcasts or do you listen mainly?
Say, it depends on the podcast. I think I say most of the time I listen, but sometimes I do just have the YouTube video up there, even if I'm not like watching it fully. Because say like if I'm making some food, then I don't know, I might be waiting for something to cook, and then I'll be watching the video. But then as I'm cooking, it's just background noise. I like to have the visuals there, but still, I'm really just listening. I'm not watching every second of it.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
I usually listen on YouTube, but I turn off the screen, and then I listen on like 1.5, 1.75 speed most of the time.
You must be a YouTube Premium member if you're doing that.
Of course, bro. Are you guys not?
I was, but I did it for a month just to test it, and it's ran out, and now I'm back to seeing ads and everything. So I'm like, I think I just need to keep it. That's the best thing about it, though, that you can.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen ads in time, so I don't even know like what's current.
Yeah,
it's so clutch for that. You just open a video, bam, you're there, you're in. No ad breaks, but I got premium for the reason that you can play the podcast or you can play the video and close your phone.
Oh, like yeah.
Like background play.
That's how they get you. I remember that just used to be free. That just used to be standard. You could always just play music in the background if it's on YouTube, but then, they turned that off and then made you pay for it. What can you do? It is a good feature.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
For sure, man.
It's like with everything now, isn't it? Like Netflix, certain ads, unless you pay more. Amazon's done the same. I think Disney do it as well.
Yeah, they've introduced it too.
Yeah, they've all just been like, right, we want some more money. Here's some ads. Yeah.
Gonna have to start running some ads on the podcast.
Yeah.
Brought to you today by, was it AG Greens or something like that?
AG, AG1 or something.
AG1. Or man,
they didn't hit me up directly, but when agencies hit you up and they say they work with these brands, it was an agency that works with AG1. They hit me up recently.
Oh shit!
What's the
I
money
hit them
saying?
on everything. I hadn't even got to that point yet. It was literally just like the very first email. So I'll see. I haven't even tried the product. I don't even know if it's any good or if it's just a thing that everyone's talking about.
Do you guys take any supplements or anything like that?
Just creatine.
Take creatine, creatine. Some like vitamin D, K, and recently just tried this new thing. I've literally just started it though. I think it's called Tonkat Ali. It's meant to be like a natural testosterone booster. That with Doja something. You take the two together and it's meant to be like a natural testosterone booster, but I don't know if that's bullshit or not. I did a testosterone test before, when you can do those blood tests.
Yeah.
All right, it's better now. I did one a while back and I was like, man, this is some bitch levels. I need to fix up my shit. And then I changed a few things. It got boosted up a bit. And then I thought, let me try these natural things. And then I'll do another one after and then just see if it's actually legit. That's the only way you're gonna know.
Yeah, I've been taking Tonkat Ali as well, and
have you?
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. My energy levels are crazy.
Yeah,
definitely. I've definitely usually I don't really feel anything with supplements. They're just like, I can take them, I can not take them. It's not that big of a deal. But the Tonkat Ali one, and I take one called Ashwagandha. Between the two of them, I definitely feel the difference, like literally in my body. I definitely feel the difference in energy.
Really? My girl was using ashwagandha because it was meant to like just make you a bit more calm. And she said it really helped. She said it really helped with that.
Damn,
so that's
maybe
interesting to know that it's giving you like energy. But I suppose if you're taking it with Tonkat, then maybe it's a different thing.
But maybe that could be a side effect as well, because generally, I'm quite a calm person as is. But I definitely, but that's the thing with supplements as well, because like there's too many moving variables. I was gonna say maybe it might make me feel calm, but I feel calm in general.
Yeah.
And I feel more relaxed here, so it could just be that too. But definitely the Tonka Ali, I definitely feel the difference when I don't take it and when I do. My energy levels are very high. Especially
Have you
in the
ever had
gym.
your blood work done just to test it?
No, I definitely want to though. I want to see what my testosterone levels are, for sure.
Yeah. You could do I don't know if they've got them over there, but over here you just have sites like I think the one I've been using is called Thriver. Yeah, I've tried Thriver and York Test. They're like two big ones. It's just like a finger prick test, like you just click something on your finger, drop the blood in the tube, send the sample off, and then they give you the levels. I don't think they're as accurate as going to the doctors and like getting blood withdrawn from you, but it's kind of accurate, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what's crazy in Thailand? You can buy TRT over the counter.
Can you?
Wow.
Yeah,
that's mad.
Like it's very accessible and kind of common.
Yeah.
You definitely
tempted.
It's talked about. Nah, definitely not. I'm too young, man. I've heard like. Yeah. I mean, I haven't done enough research about it, but from what I've heard, you don't want to take that stuff too young. Maybe like when you're 50s, 60s, as your testosterone naturally kind of gets a bit lower. Maybe it'll make a bit more sense then. But I'm still a young man. Like I shouldn't really need testosterone like that. I should just be able to get it naturally. And I definitely feel like my energy is high enough anyway. I don't want to be like over testosterone, like fucking horny 24/7.
Starting on everyone.
Nah.
Headbutting the synth.
Super irritable.
Yeah, I guess it's replacement therapy, and it's not like enhancement. So it's there to like, if you're low on test, then it's there to kind of just get it back to what it should be. But I know what you mean about supplements. It's weird, like especially if you're taking like several, they can all interact with each other and like sort of like mess up the other one. I saw Eddie Hall's like morning routine, and he has like 10, 15 different supplements, and then he explains why he has certain ones, because one was to like help his gut, but then that kind of like negated his test or something, so he had to take something else to like bring that up, and then that kind of brought something else down. So it was all this concoction of different tablets and powders and stuff, just for them all to work properly, so to speak.
That is pretty crazy. Like a lot of people say, well, if you like researched any supplement, you're gonna hear about all the benefits and why you should need it. But think about if you walked into like Holland and Barrett, you could buy everything in there because everything supposedly benefits you. But I guess really you only really need a supplement if you're low on that naturally. So it's like you're supplementing for the loss of it. So I don't know. It's one of those things. I only took like vitamin D, for example, because I'm like, we hardly get any sun here, do we? Barely out in daylight. So I'm like, all right, that might be a good thing to take. But everything else, I don't really know if I need it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think most producers would need as a supplement? We're notorious for just staying indoors.
Definitely,
I reckon vitamin D,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all producers should get like a UV light, like a sunbed light, just to get at least something. Yeah.
I heard that
Jack was saying he had a bad back recently, didn't he, as well? So that's always a big.
Oh, did he?
It's a big one. Yeah, he said like I think he posted it on Instagram saying that he had he's been out for a week or something with a bad back.
Shit, bro. That's so common for producers. We all need standing desks. We all need to start making beats stood up, man.
Have you tried that before? I mean, you got the standing desk. We've all got standing desks.
Yeah.
You do it?
Yeah.
I do. I can't lie. Not loads every day. I spend most of the day sat down, but say if I'm filming, for example, I'll film sat down, and then when I'm chopping the video up, I'll do that stood up. So like, don't use it loads, but definitely like every day for a little portion of the day, I'll stand up. it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it helps.
The next thing you should try is what's that thing called? The treadmill, the desk treadmill. So you just put it under your desk and you're walking at the same time as you're working. I tried that
I've
once.
seen those.
That was quite fire. I can't lie. This is like a quick hour of walking. You probably burn like 300-400 calories.
Yeah.
But then you can work at the same. You can work at the same time. I tried making beats with it. You can, but my focus wasn't great doing that. But small tasks like emails and stuff, maybe even editing stuff which is a bit more monotonous. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, I've heard about people using those. That was one thing I was thinking of. Is like, would you be able to focus whilst you're walking?
Yeah, and would you?
Worth a try.
What's the mouse like? Is it not like moving about because you're moving about?
Well, I think you just have to go at a pace that's not like crazy, innit? If you're almost jogging and trying to work, that's too much. It's like just a small walk. It's literally just like you're moving your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's bike ones as well. I know, like Flexi Spot, they have the bike ones, I think, don't they?
Oh man,
that could be all right because you're not really moving that much then.
Yeah, they've got like a music desk as well now, haven't they? With like the yeah. I tried to email them for one of them, but I didn't hear back.
Oh really?
Yeah, they do look pretty good.
So clutch.
Yeah, literally, and it's standing as well.
I think I've seen those actually.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you bought any other equipment recently, like producer equipment?
Nah, nothing really. No, I had to get a new tripod, but that was it.
I keep getting shit for having a Focusrite still.
What was you saying?
I keep getting shit for having a Focusrite still. You know, when people come over.
Yeah.
Everyone who's got a universal, like a UAD thing, I know you've got one as well, but they love it. They're so on the high horse when they've got one of those, and they look at Focusrite, it's like it's a piece of shit. They're like, like me, where it's like, ooh, brother, ooh.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like...
Yeah. Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Bro, that meme is so fucking funny.
It is
funny, man.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
I was tempted to get an Apollo.
I think it's worth the upgrade, but like, you don't really do too much recording into your audio interface, right? Like, you don't really record vocals too much, or guitars or synths and stuff. It's literally mainly
people are trying to say it's the sound you get from them. Like, obviously, we use like nice monitors, like Adam Audios, and they're like using a Focusrite to send audio to that. Like, you're gonna hear things a lot different if you use an Apollo.
I hear it. I mean, if you've got the money, I'll definitely recommend an Apollo. But let's say if someone doesn't have the money and they're just using it mainly for speakers, it's a big like jump, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're recording stuff into it, I think like, you don't want to be. What's the point of having like really expensive synths to put it into a Focusrite? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you put it into a UAD, it makes more sense.
I hear that. Can you use them with Windows? Because like this PC doesn't have like Thunderbolt ports or anything.
Yeah, it works on mine. Yeah, when I'd come to yours, as long as you got the UAD, the console app and everything, you just plug it in, just plug and play. I think there's a couple settings you have to change, but it's not like a massive headache.
What connector were you using though? Is it USB-C?
It was USB-C, yeah, just USB-C. The one that Lats had was weird. It was like like a narrow USB. Is that what Thunderbolt is? Like, it's like a bit thicker and like a narrow, quite narrow.
It could have been an older version, because I think nowadays it's USB-C.
Yeah, because yours is USB-C, isn't it? But yeah, Lats's was like a weird. I've never seen it before. It was just like a weird thick insert thing.
My older one was more squared.
Yeah, it might have been that one.
Yeah, I always just thought they were more for Mac, but maybe I need to look into it a bit more. Because the Focusrite is a trusty old piece of equipment, man. But
it is, to be fair.
I guess
people just shit on it, don't they?
I guess it might be time to upgrade. I know, yeah.
I switched to the Limit one recently.
The plugins.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Does it come with it? Does like when you buy the interface, does it come preloaded with all the plugins?
Depends. There are some times you get offers where you can get a few plugins, but honestly, like their plugins are pricey, man. Literally, I'm only buying them on like Black Friday or when there's an offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a subscription model with them, or do you just buy them and own them?
Well, the last time I bought something from them, which was like maybe 2 years ago, it was just buy. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have done a subscription now. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. Because a lot of these plugins, man, they're getting like crazy pricey, and everything's a subscription now as well. I don't mind when it's like some, but
though. I know a lot of producers hate that. They hate that you can't just buy it, but I don't mind it. I think it's nice to just like get a really nice VST that's expensive, and you only paid like $10 for that month.
Yeah,
that's true. But then when you've got like 10 different ones, like you've got like
it adds up.
Waves,
yeah,
fucking,
it would.
What else is there? Obviously, like Arcade, Splice, like there's loads of different subscriptions that you pay for like every month to just have like sounds and plugins.
And then like you've got bills as well.
It's
just I guess it's a lot to keep track of, isn't it? Because you sign up for stuff like I forget that I'm paying for arcades. You see it come up like, oh fuck, I forgot. I'm barely using it. But I'm like, fuck, I keep forgetting to like cancel it. So that's where they get you, because you got so many different overheads. You're like, fuck, like, you just forget about certain ones that you've set up. So
yeah, it was with Waves as well. Like with Waves, obviously the plugins are quite cheap to buy now. But the thing with their plugins is to update them, when they release updates, you have to pay again. I think you get free updates for like a year or something like that. I'd have to double check that. But then you have to pay for updates, and you have to pay for like double licenses as well. So like with me, obviously I've got this set up, but then when I'm in sessions, I've got a laptop. So I always need 2 licenses when I buy something. But then when people charge you for the second license, it's like, man, I've just fucking paid for this. I've got to pay again. Yeah. So those ones get kind of annoying. Man, I was posting a meme today. Have you seen that new Kanye meme where he's just singing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait till I get my money right. Bro, Nexus, man, $4,000 for the Nexus and all the expansions.
I thought that was like a photoshopped or something. I can't believe that.
Like, who's really dropping 4Gs on Nexus? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a great plugin, but 4Gs is a lot of money to spend on a plugin.
I know.
So much, man.
Just one thing as well. Obviously, it's all the expansions and stuff, but still.
I think it's
how much is Omnisphere nowadays?
Like 500.
Yeah, I mean
600, I think.
When you've got something as big as Omnisphere, even 500. Like, how can they justify 4K?
500 is a lot.
Yeah.
500 is a lot for a plugin. That's why I'm like, if you have a plugin that's 4K, or you believe the value is 4K, then I'd rather just get a subscription. Because let's say if I have that plugin for, realistically, like a life cycle of a plugin, it's kind of like 2 to 3 years. I don't think
it depends.
I don't know. What's my
it depends on the plugin. Like
12. Okay, let me say this: plugins have a way longer life cycle. VSTs, though, 3 years ago, the VSTs I was using, I don't think I'm using now. From 2020 or 2021, probably just analog. That's all I can think of. But I don't use Omnisphere too often. I don't really use Nexus too often. And if I spent 4K on that, then I don't know if it's worth it for me, man.
Do you feel like they have like
pay a subscription and then cancel it?
Yeah. Do you feel like plugins, like VSTs that you use, go around in like phases? Like you'll start off using Omnisphere and then you'll leave it for like a year or two, and then you'll be like, oh, I've not used Omnisphere for ages, and then you go back to it. And then like same with like Serum and like other random ones.
That happens as well.
Yeah.
Depends what type of vibe I'm on as well. Like if I go through a phase of making a certain type of beat, I might be using certain types of plugins. And then if I'm like switching up the genre and trying something new, then I start using different plugins. I actually bought Nexus, but with no expansions, like just Nexus 4. I think I got it in like the Black Friday sale, so it was like half price. So, man, I can't even remember how much I paid. It might have been 200, and I swear I've like used it once. I just wasn't rating it at all.
Yeah.
So there's no chance I'm spending 4K to get all the other ones.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, man.
Buy a car for that.
4K is a lot.
Yeah.
literally.
And so Omnisphere I'm seeing now is like 320 to buy a box version, but that's just Omnisphere. So obviously if you want like Trillion, Keyscape and things like that, then it's like way more. So you're probably spending up to $1,000 on just that as well.
Yeah,
which is a lot.
Yeah.
Back in the days, though, that was like Omnisphere was the one. You know, if you didn't have
Omnisphere and Nexus, those are the only 2 plugins you needed.
There's a lot now. There's a lot of plugins out there. But yeah, Omnisphere is just like goated, man. They've never sponsored anyone. I feel like they just not even bothered about the community. They never get involved, do they? I've never heard about them like doing anything. They just know that people like it and just start buying it. I wonder how the sales are doing now, because no one really talks about it anymore.
Do you guys use
always
it? Because I haven't used
new waves of producers coming through. Maybe they.
Yeah.
Same with the FL Studio and stuff like that, isn't it? I guess.
To be fair, I just did a top 10 VST video. And
how did that go?
Yeah, it's doing all right. But yeah, those are like literally the VSTs I use, and I kind of just rotate between those. To be fair, all the time.
Right.
And I never, I don't really stray outside of that. To be honest, don't really use Omnisphere. Haven't used Nexus in a while, but I used to. Electra X, I like that plugin. That's the only one I'd say like I didn't mention, but that's a good plugin. Or VST.
Yeah, I've been using that a bit recently.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Serum as well. I use that for like sound design more than anything.
Yeah. Serum is so good. That's one VST that stood the test of time, and I don't think it will go anywhere.
Nah, it's just like a solid synth, isn't it? There's anything. There's like a couple things competing with it, but I feel like that's most people's go-to for sound design.
Yeah, definitely. Have you guys been buying any more like instruments?
Making now? Instruments. Now I've got a guitar sitting there with a string snapped, and I'm not sure what to do with it because I've never had that happen before.
How did that happen?
So no, I haven't. I don't even know. Just came in one day and it was snapped. I don't know if my desk caught it or I literally do not know.
Yeah,
but I don't know how to change it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to change one? Is it a simple process?
I think it looks easy. I've seen someone do it, but like I think it's you'd have.
Right.
It's one of them things where like you just have to learn how to do it, and then when it happens, you can just quickly switch them out. Like I saw this clip of this like 80s funky jazz kind of band performing. There's this black guy on the guitar. He's quite a famous guitarist, and he's playing live, and his string snaps, and he carries on playing with four strings whilst restringing the guitar at the same time. It was insane.
No way.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if you can do that, I'm sure I'll be able to figure out how to just change the string with no time limit, no audience.
yeah, literally. But yeah.
But I haven't got any others. Sorry? To be honest, like I haven't even been like practicing on anything. Like I used to be quite good at like practicing on piano, and I went through a phase of practicing on guitar, but I haven't practiced like anything in a long time. I use my MIDI keyboard to like do some counter melodies and stuff, but apart from that, I haven't really played anything.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. My mum got me this like housewarming present, and she got me an ocarina. It looks like I'll go get it. It looks like it doesn't look like an instrument. It looks like a I don't know, like a paperweight or like a book, like a bookend or something. I'll go grab it. One sec.
Yeah, Quincy's messaged me as well. He's gonna join. He's just got up. So yeah, I've just told him to join when he can.
Cool. Ocarina is like the Zelda thing, right? The Zelda flute.
I thought so, but
let's see.
I guess we're about to see.
Oh yeah,
you see it?
Oh right, I've seen those.
Yeah. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, it's Quincy. That's good, man.
Hello. How you lot doing?
I'm all good, man.
All good,
how are you?
I'm good, man. Sorry, man. I had a late night yesterday, man. Studio and that, man. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, man.
Had a
so
howler.
Good. I know how it gets.
How you lot doing? All good?
Yeah, we're cool, man. We've just been chatting shit for a little bit, to be honest. Just the usual stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
How was the session last night?
It was good, you know. It was good. It was my first session back with this artist, innit? Because he's been away for a little while, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Productive one.
Yeah, productive. Working on just doing I'm doing a joint tape with them, innit? So it's just it just takes very long to get back into like the flow of things and that, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So is that like
did you finish up?
Your focus at the moment?
Yeah. Well, no. It's not my focus. It's just one of the things I'm working on, innit? But yeah, like I just got bare stuff that I need to do, man. It's all getting a bit too much, to be honest, mate.
You feeling the burnout?
Burnout, brother. It's like, what are we in March, and I'm burned out already. Like, but it's cool though. Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I can't.
What's been a usual schedule for you these days, then?
Well, I'll wake up usually, obviously, and then obviously, like, I got my little studio room here in the house, so I come here, I do what I need to do, like if I'm like making beats or something, or I have like other like business stuff to do with like music and that, and then if I have studio, then I'll kind of move from here to go to a studio, and then yeah, that's basically it, you know. But I'm locked in this room mostly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just cooking up beats there during the day and then recording at night.
Beats, bro. Beats, fam.
This every single day as well.
Every
days off.
day, brother. Every day. Like,
I hear you,
but it's calm. I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm actually not. Like, I'm just tired, but flipping. Yeah. Just beats, man. Beats. Like, not even all the time beats though. Like, sometimes I'll just be listening to music, like getting inspiration and stuff. Like, but I'm mainly just in this room doing something. Do you know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah. Are you sending out packs?
Like cooking up at home every day compared to studios?
Say that again, broski.
Go, I'll let you.
Go on, Liam.
I'll let you go. I got a delay. Yeah, I was just saying, are you sending out packs like every day then, like beat packs, or kind of just working on like little like individual projects?
No, I don't really like sending packs, you know. Like, unless I've already got a relationship with an artist, yeah, I don't really send packs, bro. Like, because like I just feel like you need to have that energy in the room, like, because I can send, like, bro, this has actually happened. I swear to God, like, I've sent out beat packs, yeah, with like normal, like, just beats that I've sent to people, and nothing will happen. And then I'll be in the session with the artist, I'll play the exact same beat pack, and I'll end up with like 3-4 songs with the artist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say. But they've heard it in their own time, and they'll be like, "No, skip." But then if I'm in the room, I'm getting the cut with the same beat pack. I did not even make beats for the session. So I don't like sending beat packs, bro. I'll be real with you.
I guess they're getting that confidence from you as a producer to be like, yo, this is the sound you need. Because as soon as they see your energy when that beat gets played, then they want to match that, really. Because they could have just played the beat on the phone or not really heard the bass or anything, you know what I mean? Just skipping past. And then I guess when you hear it in a room like that, it's a completely different vibe.
Yeah, I guess it's just more like you're more intentional, right? When you're in the studio, you're there ready.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, I'm going to start sending beat packs out of like Metro Boomin's tag on it or something. Hopefully that works. Trust me, bro. The stuff I've heard, in studios, like with other people have made, but just because they've got the name, they just get, oh, bro, you have no idea. I can't even say it or else I'll be in trouble. I swear to you.
As in, like, the beat's not that good, but
terrible.
The name's strong.
But the name is strong, but it is what it is.
I've been in a few sessions with rappers, and I've played a beat which has like another producer tag on it, like some big producers, and when they hear that, they're like, "Oh shit, you did? Oh, okay, yeah, let's roll with this." It definitely changes the perception a little bit.
The vibe changes immediately. It's mad.
Is it like UK producers or
the power of
just
a strong brand?
Anyone like what, American?
Both.
Yeah.
Both, bro. Trust me, it's mad. It's dark.
Yeah. I guess it'd be that
you mainly
winning, but all of those guys struggling.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask. So the main way that you work with artists is then you try and get into the studio with them and you do your sessions and that. Do you engineer them as well?
Yeah, I record them. I don't engineer the final product, but when I'm in the session, I record and I give them like basically the closest thing that they can get to the final song, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just use the same preset for everyone, bro. Like as long as you learn how to record, yeah, you're kind of just good. Like, you know, like because I kind of came up with an auto-tune artist, they're kind of the hardest artists to kind of record because they lack a specific sound, innit?
Yeah.
But
like
they want to hear the auto tune back, like
the auto tune,
like,
the reverb levels, the like just the way they sound. Like they're very picky compared to like just a rapper. A rapper don't really care, like realistically. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, as long as I learned how to record, literally, as long as I learned how to record, I was kind of good in any studio session. Like, I can kind of just like use the same presets. Realistically, you just take off the auto tune.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something that most producers need to learn then? Because a lot of people just make beats, don't they? And they don't really know how to mix vocals or record properly.
All producers need to record, bro. All, not even most. All.
Yeah.
Like, I know producers that have like even last night. Yeah, there's a producer that man's cool with. Yeah, he missed out on a session because he didn't know how to use Pro Tools, bro. And it was a big artist as well, like a big African artist. Yeah.
What do you use to record? Do you use Pro Tools?
I can record on Pro Tools. But I use Logic normally to record and stuff.
Right.
But like, yeah, you need to have the basics in everything. Like, just at least being able to record and like, just, you know what I'm trying to say. But you can have that one that you're familiar with the most. But yeah, mad, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I guess if people are missing out on opportunities like that, then it's something that we do need to learn.
Life-changing opportunity, you know. But it's because he couldn't use Pro Tools. They were like, no, we just need to get someone else here.
Damn.
Part of you would just want to say, yeah, I know how to use it and just try and watch a quick tutorial or something. But then I guess if you're in the room and you don't know what you're doing, then that could just make things worse.
Especially Pro Tools. Pro Tools is a bit more complicated to use. Like, Logic's kind of easy. Just press R, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? But Pro Tools is like kind of complicated to use, bro. So yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, I can't even lie. I've never actually tried to use Pro Tools. Like, I've seen it in sessions. Like, I've tried Logic, obviously FL as well. Logic's always been for like vocals, but then I've never actually used Pro Tools. So you got me wanting to try it.
Yeah, no, bro. Just the basics. Like we're in an era where everything's just YouTube now, bro. Like,
yeah, of course.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? You can literally just learn in like a couple hours by yourself in your house. You can just record yourself, like, and just learn. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, just knowing the basics of everything's probably just key, man.
Is that how you learned producing when you first started? Were you watching tutorials?
I used to watch like Lex Luger and that make beats all day, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to you, that was in college and stuff. I was just listening to Lex Luger. Like, and I used to watch like a lot of American producers make beats. And then that's how I started, really.
Did you have boys that produced as well that showed you a couple things, or was it just
No, bro. Just me still. Just me, a laptop, and Lex Luger. Literally. Like, if I ever see him, that's what I'm going to tell him. I'll say, bro, you're the reason I even started making music. I swear to you, fam.
Have you ever spoke to him? Have you ever messaged him?
Never, you know. Never. I don't know why. I don't know. I've never spoken to him still, no. But yeah, he was definitely
hard as well.
Yeah, he had that era where like him and Young Chop were like killing it, bro. They had everything on smash. Do you remember them times?
You could just tell as soon as you hear his beats, it's like, yeah, that's a Lex Luger beat for sure.
Yeah.
So hard.
And he was like one of the first producers that I really heard that had like, it was a tag, but it wasn't a tag. He used to have like a sound effect that you just knew straight away that's Lex Luger kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, even that element of my thing, that came from him as well.
Do you think tags are still relevant for producers now? Do you think all producers should have a tag in the beat?
Yeah, man. Only because there's so many new producers. Like you have to like, unless you've got a specific sound, like for example, you can hear like a J5 beat without a J5 and you'll be like, that's a J5 beat kind of thing. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But you kind of have to, man. Unless you're coming up with an artist realistically, like if you're just kind of like working with everyone, someone has to know who you are, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So a tag's probably the only way that you're gonna think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You definitely got a memorable tag as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard tag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But people remember it because you heard it so much. Like, I'll just play it. I'll put it everywhere.
Like, ingrained in your mind.
Yeah. Like literally, bro.
Yes, I suppose if you don't have that tag, then you might be able to recognize some beats. But if you're working with a lot of different artists and different styles and everything, then I guess it's hard to tell unless you're checking Spotify credits, which not everyone is doing.
Yeah.
So
I kind of regret my tag, you know. As
Why?
mad as that. Do you know what it is, bro? Because my tag's my actual name. Like Quincy's my actual name, innit? So like, I don't know if I'm like, it's a sick tag. Obviously, I'll never change it now, but I wish like I didn't have my name because, bro, there'll be times, even if I'm in the hospital, bro, and they shout Quincy, I'm just looking around thinking, please, no one say like Quincy Tellem. And I swear to you, like, bro, I bug out a little bit. I swear to you, bro. So I wish I had like another name for music that I could just kind of like separate from like real life and stuff.
Right.
Do you think
always
kind
Quincy
of
as well?
Influence from? Oh, what was you saying?
I was just saying, was it always Quincy as well? Like even when you first started making beats, did you play around with different producer names?
Yeah, no. I used to my first ever tag. Yeah, I used to work with a guy called Bassman. Yeah, and I made a song with him called Bad Habits. And if you hear the beginning of that song, yeah, my tag was like Quincy on the beat. Like it was like one of them corny ones, innit? Like,
right.
So when I linked up with M, he just randomly said Quincy Tellem in a song. It wasn't even meant to be a tag, and I made that my tag. Like I've chopped out the vocal and made it my tag, and then from there, I kind of ran with that, innit? But yeah, that was my first tag. You know?
Nice man. I was gonna ask you because obviously you make a lot of beats and you work heavily with M Huncho, and M Huncho is probably like one of the biggest anonymous rappers. I could walk past M Huncho today and I would have no idea who it is because he doesn't have his mask on. So do you think like that's kind of influence that you've seen, like he's been able to move anonymous, you would rather move anonymous too?
No, I kind of like it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, bro, like the only thing I don't like about it is like, especially with him, yeah, like, because he's my actual friend, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Outside of music, like, he was my actual friend, but like, you see, before he kind of blew and stuff, yeah, like, I could go out with him. Like, me and him will go out to eat. Like, we'll go to Westfield and shit or whatever. Like, I can't even go out with my friend anymore, bro. I swear to God, like whenever we go somewhere, we'll be like someone will have to walk in and see if it's cool. Like even when we go like on tour and stuff like that, we can't go into the airport together. Like we can't go to the same restaurants. Like we can't do nothing. Like so, sometimes in that aspect, I do wish I had like a bit of the like kind of thing where no one knew who I was here. But apart from that, it's nice, isn't it? Like when you're out and someone like gives you like, oh, like your music's sick and stuff like that. You kind of like it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, apart from that, like, I wouldn't really change it. Apart from the aspect of like not really being going out with my friend like I used to and that. But apart from that, not really, man. It's all right.
Is it like that in other countries as well? You know, when you've been on tour and you've got to like, I don't know, maybe a random spot you wouldn't normally find yourself in.
It's worse on tour because people know you're in the city. Like people know our Huncho is here to perform. Like if you go to a country like Norway or something where nothing's going on, they know that, like, we're from England, so we have a certain way that we dress and we look that, and especially if people know you're there on tour, they'll be like, yeah, they must be like the youths that are on tour. So it's a bit difficult. In England, you can kind of get away with it, but it just depends where you're going. Like you see M's like fan base and that, yeah, they're predominantly like, they're probably like predominantly like Arab, Asian and stuff. So I wouldn't go to like a shisha bar with him. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Because just forget about it. But we can probably go eat in like random places that you wouldn't really find. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Especially like a younger crowd. Like, so we can kind of move around a little bit more. But yeah, on tour it's a bit worse, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You've done well to keep it like that for so many years, though.
Yeah, no, we had a couple hiccups, but we stuck with it. We had some public hiccups, but it's cool though.
Still strong though. I feel like most people don't know who he is.
Yeah, people like the stick behind it, like not knowing about him. Who's his face?
Definitely.
Let me ask you something then, yeah. Like, do you reckon if he ever took off the mask, that he will lose that I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like that kind of mystery to him, like where people be like, "Oh, we know what you look like now, we don't care," kind of thing. Or do you reckon the music will still speak?
I think the music will still speak.
Yeah,
there will be an element of like the mystique is gone for sure. But I don't think people love him because he wears a mask. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like some people might, but I don't think hardcore fans are listening to him because he wears a mask. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think it would just be like a new era. Like this is M Huncho now. Do you know what I mean?
I guess it's like
because he's been around for so many years as well. He's already got that past catalog to like prove himself. You know what I mean? Like everybody obviously loves his music. He's got like a really good fan base. So yeah, I agree. Obviously, it's going to take away some mystique, but people won't just stop fucking with him because he's got the mask off. They're gonna still like his music.
Yeah. Well, it's a rough
Do you think
one.
he will?
But it's one that you can't really risk. Nah. You know, it is. We're so deep into the game. Like, think about it, he came into the game probably like 17, yeah. Bro, that is what? How many years is that now? It's like 4, I don't know, like 7 years or something.
7 years, yeah.
Yeah, 7, 8 years, yeah. Flipping, like, why now? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? It wouldn't. If he had done it before, remember, he's gone through like 3 mask changes, bro. He came in with the
Did
Bally.
he just have a Bally at one point?
Yeah, he had the Bally when he first came out, and then he went to the grey mask, and then from the grey mask now he has the black mask. And yeah, I think he's just there in it, but I don't know if he was to take it off. It would be like, it'll probably be like you said, another era in it, because he's done the 3 masks now. Maybe this a new era will be like, no, he's not going to take it off. He might take it off, but yeah, it's just interesting to see like how people will kind of think. But it's a risky one because it's just risky. You could either lose it all or gain it all, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's 50-50 with it.
Maybe you could go like halfway.
It's one of those ones if it's been working for so long.
Yeah.
Just the eyes.
Yeah.
Just
like
the eye, like an incredible mask or something.
Like that 4 bats guy.
Yeah. His stuff's crazy, man. Have you been listening to him?
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out what he does with his voice, to be honest.
Yeah. It sounds sick.
It sounds really good.
You know, when someone shows you that song, like if you've ever seen it, like if you show someone those vocals before you show them the video, it's always funny like, if no one's heard the song because you'd never expect it. But
sick, innit? I wonder how he's going to perform it live.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if that's just his
must
voice.
Have like.
No, I imagine.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
Well, in one song he says like. He says like he just goes like before he starts singing, and the is like kind of deep, but then that could be someone else. Because I was thinking he was using like like Alter Boy where you change the formant and pitch it up and stuff like that. I thought maybe it's something like that, but it sounds so clean as well.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
it doesn't
sound like it's massively affected.
Yeah,
no, he's sick though. I'm not gonna lie, he's sick.
Yeah,
he just did the remix with Drake as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're saying that he's a student. Like, what's it called? An industry plant.
Oh, really?
Because Drake's now jumped on his remix, and out of nowhere he's on he's on like 8 million monthly listeners or something like that. Like, it just blew out of nowhere. But you know, it is his thing's kind of like not like M's, but in terms of like it's something that you haven't seen before. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, the guy's coming with a mask. You're seeing all the people around him. And then he just starts singing like that. It's such a shock factor that naturally everyone's going to gravitate towards it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I wouldn't call him an industry plant. He's cold. Yeah.
When it's a viral sensation as well, like obviously the videos are obviously doing crazy on TikTok. Everyone was talking about him. So then the numbers kind of match up. Whereas if it was just like, you haven't really heard of him, no one's really talking about him, and then his numbers are crazy high, you'd be like, well, how does that even, like, how's the mathing? But it seems right.
Yeah, I wonder why people really care about that though. Like, why do people care about who's an industry plant versus who's not, who's independent still? Because even independent artists half the time are not independent.
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
Yeah, no, it's true. I think a lot of people are going down the independent route. To me, if the music's good, bro. I could care less if someone's industry plant. Oh, good, plant them then. I will listen to them.
Yeah, true.
If the music,
I guess that's what they used to do back in the day. If you think like years ago, all labels used to do is like find someone who's talented and then bring them up to be this massive artist. Whereas now it's like more people are like working from the ground up, and then they find you because you've worked so hard. So maybe people don't like the aspect of someone not having to go through those hard working days of getting to where they are. But like you said, if the music's good, the music's good.
It's not even guaranteed. You could still be signed and never blow, and no one ever hear from you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In an industry plant it might be like an easier platform, but not necessarily. Sometimes it's just as hard, you know?
Yeah, bro. You know, back in the day, labels used to sign like, no lie, bro. They used to sign like 20 people, bro. and used to like try it out with every single one of them, and then out of like all those 20, like one will blow, and then the rest you'd never hear from. Like, you know that like they used to actually do that, bro.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that's always just
crazy.
happened in the game. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I don't care as long as the music's good, bro. I'll be real with you. All of that negative shit is out the window.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Has M ever been with a label?
Yeah, M just got out of his label. He was with Island for quite a while. He was with Island for like 4 years or something.
Was that like a full-on deal as well, or was it a distribution deal, pub deal?
No, like a
full
full-on
deal.
Full-on deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was with Island, so he signed to Island the same time. Like this is what I'm saying. Like they signed M same time they signed like Unknown T 2-3. Do you remember 2-3?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, they signed 2-3. They signed a few people them times, like, and then they kind of just saw who worked and who didn't. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Did he like his time with them?
Yeah, it was alright. You know the label. You know, label stuff. Sometimes of it, it's alright. It's highs and lows, isn't it?
Yeah.
What would you say the benefits of being with a label are compared to doing everything independently?
Just a machine you've got behind you, bro. Like, you see, when you're independent, yeah, unless you've got a team, it's still gonna be like 3-4 people, whatever, yeah. But you like independently, you actually have to do everything yourself, like.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that goes into like music and rollouts and things like that. That you see labels, bro, they have like departments with bare people specifically working on your project. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? But those are things that are kind of unseen. So, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I always say like the label route's probably, if you're an upcoming artist, unless you've really got like a foundation there, like I wouldn't even be against the label route, bro. I'll be real with you. People like to say, "Oh, labels this, labels that," but bro, realistically, a lot of the artists that are complaining about labels today, like they used the machine of a label to get to where they are. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Now that they're up and things have changed, it's like, oh, fuck the label and this, but bro, realistically, you needed it. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Now that you're in a bit different position, you can probably go independently. Like M now, off the back of the label stuff and the machine that he had behind him and pushing his music and getting him to where he had to get to, he can now move like by himself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Maybe just get distribution here and there, like. But yeah, bro, the label, like, I don't know. I just see it for like what I see it for, innit? But other people have different experiences, innit? I don't really.
I think it's because people always read the horror stories and they're just like, labels take everything, and they just see these titles that make you think that they're all the devil. You know what I mean?
But surely, like, when you signed, you knew that.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think you were? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
of course.
Who's reading your contract then? Like, before you sign it?
That's it.
Like,
that's it. So I guess there's some like accountability involved.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's down to leverage as well. Like if you are just someone on the come up and you don't have much leverage, then obviously you're going to get a worse deal compared to if you're someone like Huncho who's already like built up everything. Like if he was trying to find a new deal now, he'd have way more leverage than someone who's just on the come up. So the chances of him getting a better deal are way higher.
But that's what I'm saying. Even like the whole leverage thing here, it's more like as an artist, you need to have a bit more, like, not integrity, but like if you're a new and up-and-coming artist, you can't really say I have no leverage because like just don't sign the deal then. Go away, build up your thing a bit more, put out the music, engage with your fans, do all that, then come back and be like, look at Central C, bro, for example, yeah? Like, you don't think Central C off the back of like Day in the Life had deals knocking on his door? From day one, bro, knocking on. He just said, no, forget it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do what I need to do. But he's been smashing bangers out left, right, and center, taking over the world. Now look at the deal he's just signed, bro. It's like 17 million or so. Like, but something ridiculous, bro. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, you don't like the whole level. I don't know, man. I feel like people sometimes they just want to get to the bag so quick that they forget that like this is a cruel world that you're living in, bro. This music world, bro. Like these labels don't care about you. Like realistically, they want to make their money, bro.
It's a business at the end of the day, I guess. They just want to see how much they can extract from you. On to the next one if they need to. Exactly, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Have you had any deals offered as a producer?
No. I've had obviously the publishing deals offered, and then one time I was gonna put like a couple singles out and stuff like that. So when I told the labels about that, like people that I knew at labels, then they were like, yeah, like get the music ready and bring it to us, and we'll see what we can do. But I didn't follow it up. I didn't like do anything.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I would do it though. But I don't know. I just feel like in this country, man, like I said, like I wanted to go build my brand first, maybe get a couple singles out, then go to a label. I wouldn't have just done it straight away, because then I would have just been there, like doing nothing, basically.
Got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that a lane you're thinking of going into? Is releasing your own music, like with other artists like M and those guys?
Yeah, man. But you know what it is, like, this is one of the reasons I didn't do it, because like in the UK, realistically, M's just so predictable, innit? Like, I've got so much music with him, and I'm on each of his projects. I've got like 5 minimum songs, kind of thing. Yeah. So for me to put out my own singles with M, it's just gonna be like so predictable, kind of thing. I'll have to take away probably being on his projects for like 1 or 2 projects for me to start releasing singles. Then apart from M, the UK is kind of slim, like especially in the terms of sound that I kind of want to put out. There's not really anyone there that's like that will match my sound. The only way that it will work for me is if I completely do a different sound to what I'm known for, and that won't work for me. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Because that's not my brand, but it's kind of off brand for what people know me for. Like, so that's why I kind of didn't do it. Like, if we were in a different country like America, where like wave or trap music's more prominent, I would have done it immediately. But
there's not a lot of people like in the UK popping right now for like wavy trap. Obviously, there's M, and then you have the people like D Block and stuff like that. But it's not a lot of people.
Naif, D Block, M Huncho, fam. Those 3 have been on their back. Must be hurting, bro. Like D Block's back is aching. Especially, bro. Like, there's no one else out here, bro. I don't know what's going on. It's like England's just not wavy. Like, I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, literally.
There was a time when a lot of people were trying that, but not many people caught on like that. Or maybe it was just something they tried, but they weren't really feeling it too much. It was just a wave.
Yeah, Central C tried it like early on in his career, bro. They had people like AM. AM was doing it. I don't know where AM's kind of gone now. We had Young Fume. Obviously, he was like one of the pioneers of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So there are people that were there, but it's like those 3, Naif, are still like very active and very like much still at the thing. D Block have just like taken it now to a mad thing. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? They've just blown everyone out of the water. But yeah, those 3 are the 3 people that have basically held it up. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Apart from that, no one.
Why do you think
what do you think it's going to be? Oh, go on, Ocean. My bad.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, why do you think that is? How comes you think that there hasn't been any more people really coming through and breaking through with that kind of sound?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, because I just don't. I think like, I don't know, man. I feel like the UK is just not wavy. But like, I can't explain how I'm trying to say this. Yeah, like you see in America, for example, like that's a culture. Like you see, like drinking lean, like all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's like in their culture. That's embedded in their thing. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? And then like even in terms of like the shot in weed and like things like that, you lot can just say stuff like this on here, innit?
Oh
but things like shot in weed and stuff like that, like people like M, like that's what they used to talk about back in the day, like D Block, M, like Naif, all that sort of stuff. You get what I'm trying to say? Now, man have turned that into drill. Like, it's just drillings now. Like, no one's the cool drug dealer anymore. Like, no one's like you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's what it is, bro. So I feel like that was the music back then. Like when M first came out, he used to make songs like Council Flat and fucking Calm Days and stuff like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He used to talk about just being on the block with his boys, shotting a bit of weed and that, like D Block as well. When they used to come out of like, oh, come fuck with us, we're the realest in the South. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like now it's just like chinging man down. Like no one's trying to be cool and wavy no more. Everyone just wants to be gangsters and that, bro. And wave music's not about being gangsters and that, bro. So I don't know, like it just that's what just happened to the genre, bro.
I think that makes sense. Because I'm thinking like in the UK, like the popular music in the UK for rap has always been like more on the aggressive side, hasn't it? Like remember back when they used to call it like road rap and like the early age of drill and stuff. And even like now, like real rap's kind of coming back where you got people like Mans who's getting signed from prison and stuff like that. But none of that's like wavy sounds. It's more like
Yeah, this
I
is
don't
what I'm
know.
saying. The only like music has a lot to do with like what you're living in it. You get what I'm trying to say? And wave
Yeah.
music's one of them songs that you have to live a certain way or be a certain type of person to make wave. Like you have to naturally just have kind of that thing about you. Where now it's
Yeah.
either you're one of the young youths on the road going mad, or you're struggling, so you're doing pain rap, like, or do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, these men are in jail,
Yeah.
bro. They're not gonna make wave. Like, there's nothing to wave
Yeah.
about. Them men are talking about struggle. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
it's like,
And there's also, I reckon there's, maybe I'm wrong, but even the weather probably has something to do with it. Think about the UK, man. It's so grey and dull.
Yeah.
There was those studies that came out recently saying that, I don't know how true it was or how many people they asked, but apparently the UK is like the second most miserable place on Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, everyone's too miserable to get wavy.
Trust me, it's lifestyle, man. Lifestyle, bro. But that's what I'm saying. In America, their thing is like getting high and having wavy time, being around girls and stuff like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
they just make wavy music, bro. Like, it's just, it is what it is. That's why man in France do it though. Because in France, like every time I go to France, like the youths are wavy, bro. Like they're wavy, bro. Like I swear to you, they roll to the studio, bare girls, alcohol, lean. Like they make wavy music. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because of how they're living here, broski. I can't remember the last time I went studio and there's even girls in the one girl in the studio. Just a sausage fest, fam. How are you gonna make wave with no girls in the, like, you can't. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I don't know, man. Man, ain't wavy, bro. It's
true though. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be the next wave in the UK then? Like over here, because obviously drill, it's not really the same as it was a few years back.
Rap. I don't know what the next one's going to be, but do you know what? Yeah, like there's a lot of like underground like trap music going on. Like you see like Len, Fimi Guerrero, those kind of people. I reckon that's going to have a massive surge. You know, I don't know if it's going to hit like the commercial side of things, but I think everyone's going to go towards like the underground sort of thing. So like that might have a massive surge. I'm not going to lie to you. It's getting traction now on like Twitter and stuff. Cause they're going back and forth and that, and everyone's kind of like listening to the music. But I don't know, man. The UK is weird, bro. Like it'll just be the most random thing, bro. But right now, rap's like back on top at the moment. Like everyone's tuning into like proper rap, bro.
I think so. What about hood trap? Do you think that will stick around, or do you think that's just a phase?
That's a phase, bro. That's a phase, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
No
That's
one
what I'm
been bringing
saying.
it to the studio.
No, because like it's just not us. Like we don't have that culture. Like this is that sort of music is not us, like at all. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like we try and do it because we listen to Americans and that, and it works. But in the UK, the average listener ain't gonna listen to that, bro, because it's just not part of our scene, our culture, or anything. Like we don't even have like strip clubs and that. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? A lot of like trap music in America, it circulates because of like strip clubs and all of this stuff. We don't have that sort of culture here, bro. I'm not going to Costa Coffee, bro. Where are you gonna be listening to hood trap? You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, you've been DJing and going on tour with Huncho. What's that been like?
It's all right. Like on tour, it's sick. Yeah, like I wouldn't. You know, it is. Yeah, I don't even want to put like a disservice to like DJ and that. Like, cause you DJ, so I see you I see your channel and that. Yeah, and I see you putting in the shift, like learning to DJ. You even done that festival and that, bro. I press play, bro. Like I do not DJ whatsoever. Like I literally press play, I jump on the microphone, then I just start chatting shit and that to get the crowd hype and that. Like, but the tour aspect of thing it's good, man. Like I wasn't even supposed to be M's DJ, you know, like, but because I've made the majority of songs, it just kind of made sense for me to roll with him on the road. And even in terms of like we're going back to the mask thing. On tour, he doesn't want to wear his mask every minute of the day. So when we're on tour and we're traveling and stuff, he's comfortable with me seeing his face because obviously I know him like before music and stuff. So I just had to kind of pick it up and be his DJ because like we need to roll in-house. Like it has to be an in-house team kind of thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that was it, man. But bro, at first, I used to actually like DJ before I started just like being his DJ kind of thing. So before he'd come on stage, I'd play like 15, 20 minutes of like music and stuff, innit? But it got to a point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'd rather just, as soon as M's ready to come on, I'll just jump on stage kind of thing with him. and just
Yeah.
thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes
But yeah,
sense.
the DJ, I'm not really a fan of it, man. Personally, bro.
Yeah, I hear that.
I lose concentration trying to DJ, bro.
In what way? Like, what do you mean? Like,
can
you
see
just
that.
What would you
just
say is
not
the
feeling it?
craziest? Oh,
Not feeling it at all, bro. Like I proper get bored. Like bro, my concentration levels are so mad, bro. I'll be like DJing, and then I'll like be focused on something else, or I'll just start getting bored, and then I'll forget to like mix in the song properly and shit. Like, bro, it's long. I just don't like doing it. I swear to you, like, I don't like doing it.
Yeah, I guess
it's good for
that's
the
a good
brand,
point.
though.
To be fair.
Like if
It's
you're
kinda
actually getting
hard.
your face out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. It's trust me, bro. Like, I know a couple like people that actually DJ and that, yeah, bro. It's a mad skill. It's a mad skill. Like, I give DJs ultimate credit. Like, to keep the room engaged for how many hours, bro, and just always on their feet. Like you're in control of everything. You know that. Like, if the DJ has a howler, the night is done.
Yeah.
Like, so, bro, it's a mad. So, like, I got mad respect for DJs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Then imagine using vinyl as well.
Forget it, bro.
I don't know how they did that.
I'll be so nervous. I'll be dropping the CDs and that, bro.
Yeah.
What would you say is one like crazy story from being on tour? Like something mad that's happened at a show or something like that.
You know what it is, yeah? Like our tours we don't have like typical rapper tours, like, or do you know what I mean? Like we don't have like mad stories. Like we've had like funny things that have happened like between like the friends and like between the man and that, but like nothing like crazy car. Like this is what I'm saying. M's mask thing is so crazy, bro. Like as soon as he's off stage, we're basically chilling for like 20 minutes for him to just get back into like normal, like get out of the whole show vibe, and then we're going straight back to the hotel and chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like we don't have no like mad stories like that. Like I've had howlers and that on stage though, like howlers, bro. Like proper, like bro.
What have you done?
We went to Dubai not even too long ago, yeah, and they had like 4 decks, yeah. So instead of having like 2, they have 4 in it because it's a nightclub. So we've done like a club appearance in Dubai, yeah, and we've ended up playing one song. But I think I thought I loaded the USB onto this deck and that deck in it, but it was on this deck, and for some reason I've loaded it onto the second deck, like which is over there, the 4th deck basically in it. And bro, I've pressed play and it started playing that do you remember that Peru? Bro, in the middle of the club, it just started banging that tune, like, and M's turned around, yeah, and was like, "Shit, man, that ain't my song, bro." Like, but he kind of played it off well, yeah. But bro, I swear down, I was so baffed that I let it run for like 5-6 seconds. I swear to you, it was embarrassing. So like things like that have happened, didn't it?
Sank.
Yeah. I was thinking this is a L, but yeah, no, we kind of got on with it, and yeah, things like that.
What would you say?
You know,
I was going to ask, what would you say has been your favorite country to play in? Like, where's the vibe been real good?
But Portugal, yeah. Oh my god, fam. Like, I was even with me and Emma speaking about this like a couple of weeks ago. But we done Rolling Loud, yeah. We done it like last year, I think. No, 2 years ago now, yeah. Broski, it was the maddest show ever. Like it was so lit out there, yeah, that like the people that were on, because there's 2 stages at Rolling Loud, didn't it? We were on the second stage. We went on the main stage, but there was someone performing on the main stage, but I don't even know who it was, broski. Yeah, everyone's moved from the main stage to our stage because it was getting just so lit, bro. It was on the beach, and I swear to you, like, there's a video of it somewhere. I'll put it on Insta and that, yeah, bro. The whole beach was just like jumping when like Tranquility and that came, but it was just a mad situation. Like, if I could redo that festival like every day, I'll do it. Like it was just the maddest thing. Yeah, it was mad. We're gonna do Portugal this year though. We got a European tour coming up next month, so that should be lit, bro. But yeah, Portugal was fucking hell. That was mad.
Has he got a big fan base over there then? Sounds like it.
Do you know, it's because it's Rolling Loud, yeah. He has got a fan base, yeah. Especially now, he's done a couple songs with like a couple Portuguese people, so his name is kind of more known out there. But there's 2 things. One, I'm Portuguese, innit? So I think like when people found out I was Portuguese like early on, they kind of like gravitated towards him a bit more because like, right, like his producer's Portuguese kind of thing. So that was one thing. 'Cause even when I went there to work with this artist with M, they were like, yeah, like we knew that Quincy was Portuguese. Like that's how we just started firstly listening to you lot, and then from there they became a fan of him, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, but there's that, yeah. And what was the question? I kind of lost my. So my concentration levels went mad.
Now I was seeing if he had a big fan base in Portugal.
Oh yeah, no. He doesn't have a fan base, but yeah, that was the thing. That because man's Portuguese, I think they just kind of like gravitated towards man a bit more. But he's done a show there before, though. He done they have like this like trap event that they do out there, and they invited him before. This was when he had like the grey mask or the Ballion, and he ain't been back since. So ever since then, they've been like, yeah, we want him to kind of come back. So this is our first time back now.
Got ya.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I bet that live experience is just like unlike anything else, isn't it, man? Like obviously you can be in the studio, creating vibes and have a good time, but when that song's getting played to thousands of people, I bet you can't even explain that experience that you're feeling.
Bro, it's mad, broski. Like it's
especially
mad,
when
like,
you're DJing
to think,
it too.
like, yeah, bro, it is mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like even now, sometimes I walk in this room and I think, bro, I literally get out of bed in my shorts. I come into this room, I'll make beats, bro, and months down the line now, there'll be like thousands of people around the world, bro, jumping about to this music like that I'm making in my room, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's a surreal feeling still, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is.
What was the first moment you had where you thought like you've made it as a producer, or you thought, you know, it's just getting serious now? Like was there a moment that kind of changed everything?
Yeah, bro. Can you not hear that when I keep getting notifications?
No.
Cool.
I didn't hear it.
Cool. Bro, it was when I was working in Coral, yeah. I was working in Coral before like Music Blue and that, yeah. And then
Coral the bookies.
The bookies, yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
And bro, I had to quit my job, yeah, because like people were coming in like I made this song, this Bad Habits song, yeah. And it was my first song to ever hit like 1 million views, innit? But it hit 1 million views like kind of quick, especially for them times. This was like 2016 or 2017 as well.
Yeah.
And it done it in like a couple of weeks, bro. And then, bro, like people are coming to the shop and that, like trying to ask for pictures, bro. I'm in my Coral uniform and that. I'm thinking, no, this is mad. So after that, I basically told my manager, like, I was like, look, I need to focus on music like full time, like, cause it's gonna get out of hand if man start. This is before me and M even started making music. Cause I was meant to be basically what M was is what I was supposed to be with like this bassman guy, but then we kind of fell out over some bullshit and that, and then I ended up just making music with M in it. But flipping, yeah. But I was like to my manager, I need to just do music. Like it's getting out of hand. Like people are coming to my workplace and that. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't want to be that guy on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like people are like recording behind the counter, like, "Bro, don't my man make music?" Like, yeah, like that's dead. So, bro, and then my manager at the time, yeah, he just ended up paying me a wage, bro, to like go studio. But it weren't like what I was getting paid at Coral, obviously. But it was just something to kind of keep me afloat until music did pay off in it. So, yeah, bro, he told me just quit my job, and I did. I quit my job like that week. And then I just started focusing on music. But that was the first time when I was like, raw, like, music's actually going somewhere, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I bet it's mad to look back at those days and think about working in Coral.
Bro, I go on my Snapchat memories today and I see like videos of like, because you see when you work in somewhere like a bookies, yeah, it's like a family, bro. I swear to God, like, because you get the same customers every day.
Yeah.
So like, I still see videos of like people that I used to crack jokes with, like all the old men and that used to come and just like just piss me off all day.
Yeah.
I still have videos of them, like, because I used to crack jokes with my customers and that. And sometimes it takes me back to those days, like, raw, bro. Like those are, I wouldn't change it though. Like, I wouldn't change it. No, it was sick.
Yeah, that's sick. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
What do you think's next for you then?
Bro, I'm trying to do these joint tapes. So you see, like, you're asking if I'll do the artist thing. I think I'm gonna go into doing joint tapes with people instead. So
okay,
I'm gonna try to do 2 big artists, God willing, yeah, and then, or not big artists, but like established artists, and maybe 1 or 2 like not as big to kind of like build them up, kind of thing. But obviously, I'm still kind of in the search of who in it. I've got one person in mind already that's kind of upcoming that I think will do a sick tape. But yeah, I'm trying to get into the joint tape, kind of go into that, and then obviously I'm working with people's projects and stuff as well.
Are you able to talk
have you crossed over to the US yet?
No, you know, like I haven't really wanted to go to the US like that, you know. Like I see a lot of
How
producers
comes?
do go to the US. I feel like I just need to conquer England first, bro. Like I need to conquer England. Like we're around Europe as well. Like there's so much in Europe here that is like the US, bro. Like France here has like the second biggest market in the world or something like that, bro. Like France is an hour away. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like I'd rather go there, conquer that, like even go Portugal. There's like a scene that's rising up there. Like there's so much around us that in America, bro, there's like a million producers, but I don't want to go there and just like be another one of those producers. Like, I'll go there to like link up with producers and like make beats and cook up and stuff. But in terms of going there to like blow, like I'd rather just conquer like here and what's around, man. Innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we always think of just the US and the UK, don't we? Like most people do, but as a whole, the world's massive, man.
Massive.
Like even like the Latin community, for example, like that type of audience is huge for people like Bad Bunny. He's like the biggest artist, isn't he? I don't know if his numbers are still the highest, but there's just other communities, other countries, or cultures that just have like a completely different vibe when it comes to music. The way they support music, the way they support the artists and everything, the way they turn up, like everything.
Yeah, it's different.
And you know why that is as well, because you need to understand, like, see America, America's massive. Obviously, it's, in terms of like even scale, it's a massive country. Like one state in America is like 3 times of England or whatever. But like, you see like France and Spain, like where Bad Bunny, J Balvin, like even in France and that, like think about how many countries speak French around the world. So like when they make a banger in France, that's going to like Africa, that's going to the Caribbean, that's going to parts of Europe, like that's going to Canada, America, like them kind of places. Spain, same thing. How many countries in the world speak Spanish, bro? So naturally, do you get what I'm trying to say? Naturally, when they make a banger in like fucking Mexico or something or whatever, like it's just gonna travel everywhere. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, like, even in Portugal, they play like Spanish music. Like in the radio, you only hear like J Balvin and reggaeton, and then they have their artists and that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You don't really hear American music unless it's like fucking, I don't even know, like Dua Lipa and stuff. They don't play like Drake and that like in Portugal, like, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
how has it been working with people in Europe? Have you noticed like much differences, or is the vibe quite good? They kind of welcoming.
It's calm, mad welcoming. Like I've never had a bad studio session like ever. Like in the UK, I've had sessions where I'm not really sure about mine, man. Like he's a bit of a dickhead, but in terms of like Europe, though, but everyone's just calm. But I have kind of a different experience, man, because like a lot of the times I'm in studio, I could be with like M, for example. They're never gonna move funny because I'm with an artist. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it is a bit of a different experience. I'm yet to even go out there and have like my solo sessions. Like a lot of the sessions that I've had is like, we're making a song with this person, so let's go fly out there and just like go work with that person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I've kind of been spoiled in that way. Like, but yeah, like I've never really had like a bad studio session like that, to be honest. But I'm dreading it.
Are you able to? I was gonna ask, are you able to talk on like the business side of putting out music with people? Like maybe not. You don't have to share like exact figures or anything, but if you put out, let's say you put out a song with one of these artists you're working with, like how do you as a producer usually handle the business side? Like how are you splitting like publishing, master and things like that?
Yeah, I can talk about that. Yeah, what do you wanna know?
Don't have to be like exact figures, but maybe just like an average track that you put out with someone like a decent sized artist. Like how do you usually split publishing, master, and things like that?
Alright, cool. So like usually if I'm 100% of the time really, if I'm using someone's loop here, like for example if I'm using like a loop here, I'll like hit up the loop maker beforehand, because like loop makers, bro, they're mad headaches, broski. But like man will basically hit up the loop maker beforehand and say, listen, we're using your loop and that this is what I've got for you. So like I might say, for example, I always split the publishing halfway. Like I never, like I'm fair in it. Like they still contributed to the song. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not going to be like, here's 5%, like, because realistically, more time the loop is like a big part of the song, innit? So I'll split them half of the publishing. The only thing I won't really split half of is the fee. And only because in the UK, you don't really get a big fee like that, bro. Like we're not in America where man are getting like $10,000 a beat and that, bro. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'll give them what I can of the fee to make it make sense for me as well. But I'll still give them something fair. I won't give them like £20 and that. Like, I'll give them something fair.
Of course, yeah.
And then that's basically it, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But then some man will just come back and just take the piss, bro. Like, they'll be asking like American. This is the problem with loop makers, bro. Yeah, let me tell you the problem with loop makers. They just send loops to anyone, bro. Yeah, like anyone. Like the same loop that I've used. There's probably 1,000 producers around the world that's got the same loop right now. Yeah. And they're just collecting as it comes, but they don't understand that different parts of the world operate differently. Like the UK, even though we've got, for our small little country, we're doing like good numbers and that, we're getting millions of views and all, they don't understand that man just don't have a mad budget for like beat fees and stuff like that. So man are asking for beat fees more than I'm even getting at all. Like loop makers, you know, man are saying I want like $5,000 for the loop and that. Like, where do you think we are, bro? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's not happening. Like, do you think even I'm getting like $5 a beat like at this point in the current state of the game right now, bro? No way. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like they just need to wheel it in a little bit and just understand that there's different parts of the world that like just operate differently. But on the publishing side of things, I always split it fair, like halfway down the middle, because I know that that's what man can at least give you, like half of the publishing. You know what I mean? But
do you usually get a percentage of the master when you're working with artists?
Yeah, I get like, well, it's like royalties, isn't it? So you can, as a producer, you can ask up to like 5 points. You can ask for more realistically, but the standard is like up to 5 points in it. So it just depends on your relationship with the artist and all that sort of stuff in it.
Would the loop maker take any of that, any of your share, any of your 5 points?
If he wants to. Like, I don't mind, bro. Like, trust me, I'm not greedy, bro. I'm fair with music, bro, because I'm more about just like more music over one song. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? If I like your loop and your loops are sick, I'd rather make 100 songs with you than just that one song and then keep it moving. So like them 100 songs are gonna make us like rich. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? We're gonna make money, bro. But man are just too fixated on I want this. Like, they're just so greedy, bro. Like, it's madness, bro. I don't know what's going on. It's a pandemic.
And I guess that greediness as well. Like, if you have that bad experience with someone, you're not even gonna want to work with them again.
Bro,
so
blacklisted. Blacklisted, man. Like, it's like, come on now, man. But that's the business I think. Then with artists and that, you kind of don't really deal with artists, like, because remember, they're just separate to you. The only thing with them is kind of like, this is my beat fee. They might negotiate on that, depending on the situation. And publishing is separate because like 50% to them already. That has nothing to do with you. 50% to yourself. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? And how you split your 50 could be with like a loop maker or whatever you want to do in it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So dealing with artists. I'm telling you, producers, their downfall is other producers. It's never artists, bro. Like, it's always other producers, bro. Seriously, fam. Like, even aside from loop makers, like, I've seen even like the maddest things happen, like, with producers in terms of like falling out over business, like. And this is one thing I like about America. You see about America, bro, their man are just locking in and banging music out. Like, they're not thinking about like, I'm gonna do this person dirty, or I'm gonna do this. Like, let's just get to the money, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
When it comes to like the business side as well, especially with artists, are you normally working, when it comes to the fees, do you deal with the artist, or does it depend if they're like signed as to, you know, like if you're dealing with the labels or like just outside of that?
That's what I'm saying. You just need to know the landscape of things. You need to know what you're dealing with. So I'm saying, like, loop makers, bro. Oh, bro, I've got beef with them right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Them man don't they don't read the room, bro. Like, if a man saying you're independent, they're thinking I ain't hearing that because I'm going on Spotify and fucking seeing that you got like X amount of monthly listeners, you're getting this amount of monthly views, but you don't understand, like, man's got a deal, for example. I'm probably only getting 20% of what you're even seeing. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? And even then, Spotify is probably paying me an X amount per million streams. So don't think that you're seeing 6 million, 7 million streams on a song and I'm there with like 200 bags in my account. Like, that's not how music works. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like, you have to understand if an artist is independent as opposed to an artist having a label. Like, an artist with a label's normally going to have a budget set aside for like production fees and blah, blah, blah. So you can probably charge them a bit more because it's coming out the label. But independent artists, you need to be like, cool, you're independent. So what man can do, man can probably take more of the royalties or more of the points off the master, and then I'll cut down on the fee. Or do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can work around it. Like, it's just about being fair and like understanding the business. But no, like, man are just like, this is it. I want this no matter across the board. Like, but it's like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you think a loop maker should ask for? Like, if it's an independent artist, obviously there's different levels because it depends on the artist. What's reasonable for them to ask for, would you say?
On
so
the publishing side,
someone like Quincy off.
In the publishing side, I reckon it just depends. Like, if it's me and one loop maker, which it usually is anyway, like, split halfway down the middle, innit? Like, I reckon publishing should always just be split fairly, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Beat fees, I reckon, is just about reading the room, like I say, innit? Like, it's about understanding who you're working with, who you are, even. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I could be putting you on your first song. Like, and if I like your loops, like I said, I can give you 100 songs after that. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, taking that into consideration, like, that obviously varies though, innit? But then, yeah, like, it should just be straightforward, bro. Like, but it's never straightforward. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's
yeah, definitely.
Bro. Like, it's not a difficult game. People make it so difficult. Like, it should not be. Like, once the song's done, bro. You see, for me, like, once the song's done, I'm gone. Like, I don't even care about the song until it comes out, honestly. Like, but then I have to deal with this song for like 3 months, bro, because man's going back and forth with managers talking about this. But then, like, I just think, like, for example, bro, what if you sent this loop to fucking Metro Boomin, fam? Are you gonna talk shit? Are you gonna ask Metro Boomin for like 100 bags if he gets paid 200 bags for a beat? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what do you think's going on? So it's like they kind of don't read the room, bro. Like, I don't really understand what their problem is. They're lucky to even be getting these opportunities because they don't even leave their room. Like, they don't get in studio with artists. They don't do any of that. Like, they get idiots like me, that just use their loop, and just end up putting big artists on it, and then they think, we got one here. Like, let's just bump my man. Like, that's their thing, bro.
We speak about this all the time, don't we? About loop
I guess
makers.
people just not understanding the business properly as well, innit?
Say that again, bro.
And like, I was just saying, like, we speak about this quite often, like how loop makers. I mean, fair enough. They're putting a big portion of their work into the song, but at the same time, like, it's not just the song that's the process of making it. You have to be in the studio. You have to have the connections. Loops that's such a small portion of the amount of work that goes into the actual song being released. It's like,
bro. 100%. Even in terms of just making the beat, like, bro, do you know how long it goes into making a beat, even with a loop, like? Because I can make 1,000 beats with one loop, bro. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? The artist might not like any of them. Like, do you know, like, it's still a lot to do. And then I still have to go and record until like 4, 5 a.m. Sitting in the studio all night. I still need to link up with these artists, flipping booking studios. The artists are cancelling. Like, man's wasting money booking studios. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, travel, all these things. But they're just sitting in their room sending 1 million people the same loop and just like ripping everyone off. Like, bro, they need to allow it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they're talented and that. I don't take away from that, but like, in terms of like doing business, they need to learn the business side of things. Like, they could be moving so much better in this game, bro, I'll be real.
I think that's the problem, in it. They just don't understand the business side, or they hear some stories from producers who have got paid like 10 grand for a beat, so they're like, "Whoa, is that what rappers are paying?" So I'm going to charge this. But like you said, they don't fully understand it.
Don't understand it, mate. Trust me.
Right, boys, I'm gonna have to bounce because I'm going to be heading out for like a couple nights. So yeah, it was sick to meet you, Quincy, man. After
of course, man.
Point.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah,
you too, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna be here anyway.
Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
In a bit, bro.
Peace.
No, bro. Right, see you later,
Peace. Bro. Yeah, Quincy, thank you for coming on, man.
No,
really appreciate
sorry
everything.
for being late, man. This late night killed,
no
man.
worries.
All good, man.
I know even when we linked up, you said you've been having some crazy late nights in the studio. So
yeah, literally,
it's one of them. It's all good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, boys, nice to meet you too, Ocean, bro.
You too. Take care, man.
Love, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Take care.